The Ides of March are come, but not gone by the time this vlog comes. And I'll give people a moment of silence if anything in this temple holiday just happens to celebrate, just happens to, well, happen. But I'm just gonna wish my auntie a happy birthday. She really was born on March 16th after all. Anyway, more steel ball run with the tubular bells are. Okay, let's see what this is about. Well, we get back to our heroes as Johnny faces this dilemma of keeping his friend alive or giving up the corpse parts, but Gyro becomes a part of the tree, supposedly. But Johnny ends up giving the corpse parts to that assassin who was still alive and gets a bottle of wine in exchange, and since it was the only way to save Gyro, we're halfway through the series, so I'm not going to be surprised about these highs and lows going on. Anyway, they hit that sacrifice as we see from what Sugar Mountain is doing, and the fact that her parents are back means that the curse on the string's broken. So yeah. Anyway, the sacrifice brings Gyro to a quick flashback to a medical procedure he was part of where his father had to make a choice between saving the mother or saving her son, with no way to save both, supposedly. Nor had that turned out, but we get a page of Sugar Moon declaring that our heroes may end up the winners in the end some way. Heck, we even get some of the iconic panels that I've seen redrawn. Basically, the two having a drink after this loss. But no one talks about the next page, where they toast to the next part. In other words, living to get to their overall goal. Which I think is important. We didn't cut to Diego. When he meets with some other agent from the president who informs him about obtaining the ears and the other arm. The parts Johnny had to give up to save Gyro. Which brings an indication that the two may be kept alive a bit for the sake of the search for the quartz parts. But they're still looking for the traitor. Diego gives a few simple hints, mainly that they're looking for a woman, which is all he's given since he's not invested in their politics. Anyway, speaking of the evil beach, we see Fun and Valentine's 19th century nature not assuming women can do anything by, as he's informed by the foreman Mike D about the situation. Also, his situation to track down the traitor is to make balloon animals, particularly ones that can track down targets by certain sounds, and also kill them. I always, I always knew those were be blues as horror movie concepts. Anyway, out to where Mr. Steele's saying we do get some questions looking for a traitor, but the race organizer doesn't seem to know anything or just wants to keep his wife alive. Lucy gets a moment to pamper alone about the pressure under and decides to check out some things, including Yuri. Why she gets to read a Sherlock Holmes book and meets a woman who turns out to be funny Valentine's queer wife, Scarlet. I'm only using queer because, yeah, she definitely does seem to norm women, but she does admit that she loves her evil husband. Anyway, the two are together in the next chapter for some Miri bonding, and it involves this 14-year-old girl having to gauge them with an adult woman. This takes place in a different time period. Don't worry about it. But Lucy was just mostly waiting for the sleeping drug she spiked Scarlet's tea with to come into effect. So she's going to Metal Gear her way into stealing some quartz parts. Thankfully, she finds where the president is having his afternoon nap, but unintentionally wakes up. Thankfully, she got to be disguised as Scarlet in time. Don't worry, we get a flashback explaining this. She apparently met with Hopkins, who gave her the sky's power, and also she's finding the quartz part on behalf of the Vatican, and has figured out Lucy's part in the whole scheme that's going on. It's all part of a decent plan, but she didn't plan on something like Tubular Bells guarding Bunny Valentine. Must not make a joke that would put me on a list. But thankfully, Hot Pants slipped some of the sleeping drug into Lucy's fingernail so she can manage to knock out the presidents and then steal the corpse parts. But the balloon dogs start attacking and Scarlet's awake. Well, don't worry, we're not going on a cliffhanger for this long. Scarlet, we are going the next chapter as Scarlet is packing and their fight goes into the bathroom, where the first lady gets down and bloody. However, Lucy manages to rip off the disguise in a way to make the balloon gods attack Scarlet and kill her, to kill Scarlet Valentine instead of the girl. Well, still can't make a joke without that, especially if I'm talking about something fictional. Either way, it seems that Lucy has nowhere to run as Mike Goad comes to the windows, but Hot Pants comes in on time. Seen on time. Lucy managed to get all the corpse parts the president had on him, by the way. They still have to fight Tubular Bells, which can turn anything into killer balloon animals. The fight is not too much in Hot Pants' favor, as she even gets called out, but her Sam manages to get Michael to blow himself up. Okay, yeah, and by the time, yeah, that happens. By the time Secret Service gets in that bathroom, Hot Pants is gone, and Lucy is going to be posing as Scarlet for the foreseeable future. HB lets herself be considered the traitor to keep the girls safe. Very considerate of you, Hot Pants. And I gotta say, the chapter ends, and it was nice getting to see Lucy, who does not have a scene just going through it was and not just it shows it's not just it or fun and Bloomland to put people off balloons, It's like hopefully you're having a good day and see you next time.